Hello everybody, today I would like to make a layer 3 forwarding lab. This lab is based on theory from the previous video, packet forwarding part 3, layer 3 forwarding. Who hasn't watched that video, please go ahead and watch, and I'm going to continue. This lab is based on the small network topology, which has a router in the middle and two switches and 4 hosts. Each host is in different VLAN. You're gonna use VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 and VLAN 40. Routing between these hosts and between these two VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, is based on the router on the stick configuration, which I'm gonna make here. I'm gonna make 2 subinterfaces. Routing between these hosts and between these VLANs is going to be based on the SVI interfaces. I'm going to configure SVI interfaces on this switch, and this port on the switch G01 will be routed switch port. So let's go and start. Okay, let's start from the switch configuration. Let's create VLANs on the switch 1. Conf T, VLAN 10. I'm just gonna give name to this VLAN like PC11. PC11, VLAN 20, name PC20, 12. To show VLAN. VLANs are created here. Then let's make interfaces G02 and G03 like access ports. Interface G02, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Interface G03, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. Interface G01, which is face to the router, we're gonna make like trunk interface to make router on the stick. Interface G01. Switch port, trunk, encapsulation.1q, switch port, mode, trunk. Okay, this is done. Let's go to our router. And we're gonna create 2 interfaces. Interface G01.10, actually sub-interfaces, sorry. IP address 172.31.10.1. Mask. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot encapsulation. For sub-interfaces to do encapsulation. Encapsulation.1q 10. Now we can do this. Interface G0120. Encapsulation.1q20. And this IP of this sub-interface is 20. IP interface brief. We can see our interfaces created. G01 is up, so these interfaces are up. Let's go to switch number 2. On the switch number 2, we need to make interface G02 assigned to VLAN 30 and G03 assigned to VLAN 40. So let's check if we have VLANs. Show VLAN brief. We need to create VLANs first. VLAN 30, name PC21. VLAN 40, name PC22. Then we go to interface G02, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Then interface G03, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 40. Now we need to make this interface G01 on the switch to like routed switch port. Interface G01. No switch port. And I'm going to assign IP address to this interface like 10.10.10 to subnet 24. Let's go to router. We need to create SVI interfaces. Interface VLAN 30. Oh, sorry, not 30. IP address 172.31 30.1 255.255.255.0. Interface VLAN 40. IP address 172.31 40.1 255.255.255.0. Exit. To show IP interface brief. We can see that our VLAN SVI interface is administratively down, so we need to bring them up. Interface VLAN 30, no shutdown. Interface VLAN 40, no shutdown. To show IP interface brief. And these interfaces are in up status. Let's go to the router and configure G01. G01 has already subinterfaces. We need to configure G02 on the router. Here our router, conf t interface G02, IP address 10.10.10 1 255.255.255.0. So for now, we probably can check our hosts. Host PC11. PC11 should be able to ping PC12 for now. Ping 172.31.20.10. And it's pinging. It should be vice versa from the host PC12 ping 172.31.10.10, and it's working. Let's go to 21 and check if we can ping host PC22 172.31.40.10, and we can do it. Let's check from PC22 ping 172.31.30.10. As we can see, routing between our hosts, between VLANs are working. Let's check if we can ping, for example, from the host PC21, host PC11. PC21 ping 172.31.10.10, and we cannot ping. We cannot ping because our router 1 does not know anything about these networks, about network 172.31.30.10 and 172.31.40.10. And our switch also doesn't know anything about these subnets. So let's check. Let's start from the router 1 conf t. We need to create routes. Route 172.31.30.255.255.255.0 and output interface gigabit 02. and the same for 40. Let's check exit. Let's check if we can ping from the router now. 172.31.30.10, and it's working, and the same for 40, and it's working. But I guess we still cannot ping. We still cannot ping from our host 21, and from host 22 as well. We cannot ping any host from this network, because this switch doesn't know anything about that network. It doesn't know where to forward these packets. So we need to configure this switch. We need to make routes for this one as well. So IP route 172.31.10. 0, 255, 255, 255, 0, and output interface G01. And the same for sub network 20. Let's check. Host 22 should be able to ping. Yes, and now it's working. And host 22 ping 172.31, for example, 20.10. And it's working. For now we configure. For now we can ping from any host, because we have routing, everything routed. Let's just verify some. Let's just check some commands. For example, on the router, let's check on the switch 1. Show IP interface brief. We can see this information. We can probably filter by interface ID. Let's see, for example, G0. This is switch 2, G02 is up. Interface G02 is up, line protocol is up. And what can we filter here as well? For example, vlan, and we switch is asking vlan interface number, vlan 30. And we can see information about this VLAN, about SVI interface VLAN 30. And sorry for this command interface, we need to use interface G01. Oh, because this command is to show layer 3 information. In the output of this information, we can check status of this interface. It's up. We can see IP address. We can see broadcast address. Any other, like a lot of different information. And one more thing that I wanted to do. Let's check interface G02 if we can assign secondary IP address to this routed switch port. IP address, let's say 192.168.1.1.255.255.255.0, and we have options secondary. Show IP interface brief. It doesn't show the secondary IP in the output of this information command, but show run. We can see it in the running config. And let's see, show IP interface G01. And we can see that there is no information in this output as well. The last one, show IP ARP. First, just let's show everything we have. We can see IP addresses and MAC addresses of the host. We can find the interface, we can find VLAN, and also we can filter by, for example, SVI interface 30. This output is going to be only for VLAN 30 SVI. For example, by G02. No, because this is not routed interface. G01. We can see IP to MAC address on this interface, G01. And I think last one, you just can, for example, filter by MAC address. Let's say, for example, for this one. Yes, we can see output filtered by MAC address. So this is everything I wanted to show you regarding layer 3 forwarding. I hope you liked this video and this lab. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope to see you soon. Please subscribe to my channel and have a good luck and ciao ciao. See you soon.